good evening to you, too.
Right.
And, yeah.
Have you ever been haunted by one of them?
Hopefully.
Wow. The first is always
I think we're putting up on. Yeah. Resolution for Piata I. Yeah. Anyway, so, okay. Alright, moving along. Wait. Okay. Apparently I'm full little That's basically decent. Now,
I'm not used to quiet.
You don't seek.
You asked for it. Onward, watch your left.
ah!
You don't seek.
Get there!
You okay?
Who's the accountant?
Up 10. Seek. And roll.
Yep. I actually like this. Very stamped. down.
On your right.
There.
Beyond seek.
Yeah, precision game is really lost art.
Beyond seek. Up 10. And roll.
Yeah. Oh. Alright. Make the hollow. Get through the last bits of the vow. Yeah, I can get it done. Ah, great. Talking a lot of things to upgrade that now. Packing money. Got jet stuff. Yep. Oh, I can? Here. Oh, no. Of course. Right. Or? Ah, alright, that does.
We have been here. We were here all the yesterdays before.
But,
A curse. Ancient whispers. Do not let it escape, they said. We feel no spark of the Tibaris Inachus in this place. We cannot see it through their eyes. We slumber here,
oh,
alone.
sold.
Still wings, the clear glass of the pond. They took it all away.
Why did
A tide of souls thrown upon the wheel. The ground gives way. We fall. Now our memory is a wound reopened. They came suddenly. The stillness of night split by grinding steel. We had no time to speculate. First, they blinded us. Shining eyes pierced the concealing dark. Then they burned. Smoke ensnared the moonlight. The Akita screamed.
I don't know. like orcas and kind of.
A means to an end. We saw a terrible design in the roaring flames. They had carved a path to the temple. We were their true prey. Prune the branch, 3 grow in its place. We persisted, we were everywhere. How could they cull the wind? How could they trap the stars? Then, they turned to what the Akita had made. They toppled the statues. They set the libraries ablaze. A mouth silenced, a record of time rendered in ruins. The Akita howled. They died. We cried out, sundered, soul by soul. We broke the earth, called down the storm, flung lightning from our hands. But they marched on. We grew tired. In fury, we exposed ourselves. We had to stop them. The rivers dried. We had no more to give. Erased machines. We tried to tear down the garden's walls. Then, nothing.
Time's up.
Not death. Worse. A void. We reached out, but the machines held us in. We could not feel the new day's sun play in the shifting tide. The cities crumbled. We could not save them. We could not save ourselves.
This record. 4,000 actually disturbed. No one.
Yet they did. A light snuffed out. We watched helplessly for aeons. Until you. A chill wind. Our branches shudder. We do not think of this.
Really?
The wound numbs now. We watch as the river of time expands. In the silence of our prison, we find clarity. How many voices lost? How many saplings have we cut down? We sink into the endless night. Perhaps we should be here.
Of course.
Fish swims in circles. We are not sure we understand.
Have you thought of it?
We cannot choose where seeds fall, yet we can feed, prune, protect. Soil stirs. We have a new memory of this place. You opened the final lock, entered the hidden glade. You listened. You stand at a cliff now. We watch your footsteps carefully. We twine together. We reach for the sky. We grow. We grow. We grow.
Thinking.
Everyone's eager to meet us.
Beyond seek. Level up 10.
And they're affected by gravity too.
Beyond seek. Level up 10. Beyond seek.
Ow! Piss off!
Maegfolc and roll. Maegfolc and roll. Eat him. Seek. Level up 10. Maegfolc and roll. Beyond seek.
Why are they so dark?
Ease ahead. Beyond seek.
Can't use it. I want money! Whatever they're reading. Money! Hello. Thing. Eat bug. Hello? Oh, come on! Yeah, bro. God, if only I had some vendors. Here we have. Yeah. Close it. All these parts like crap. Money!
I don't think I've ever seen an Akedan building like that, but it looks familiar. We can take a look, can't we?
Must be yeah. What is this? Right, so this was not. Go.
Up 10. Up 10. Maegfolc and rob. Seek.
Yeah, what? That's the word? That's crazy. Malapro. The question is, I would.
That's one for us.
Those actions that Caroline, but yeah, this is.
This place feels familiar. Hurry, let's go inside.
Let's keep dark secrets. Yeah. She's always like,
This is the library from my dreams. It's real. This looks like the Akita building this place. Clearly, they wanted their story preserved. No matter the cost. I wonder who she was. She looks sad. Garlowane's gonads. Envoy? I never told you this, but I've dreamed of this place every night for most of my life. This is a godless library. An actual, real-life godless library. It's why I study the godless, because this place has haunted me since I was a child. And that's the chair. It's the picture of coziness. It's plush and warm, Envoy. What more do you want? Finally, you've arrived. Ah, there it smells. That took 10 years off my life. Wait. You must be the librarian from my dreams. Oh, it's a pleasure to finally meet you. Oh, though, you do look quite familiar.
You could be twins. Except your hair's better.
It has been quite some time. Too many years to number. Of course. You are an ancestor? A very fashionable one at that. No, child. We are the keeper of these tablets. Or have you already forgotten?
Probably.
Oh, of course. I was you in a past life. Oh, I'm such a fool. You lived with animancers, and yet the idea of awakening to your past lives never entered your mind.
This is definitely sounding like one of Giada's ghost stories.
I was the last of the Akita. Once the attack started, a few of us were charged with preserving as much of our history as we could. So we retreated with as much as we could carry. The attacks? You must mean the maegfolc attacks. Yes, we've heard. Is that the reason for the bodies outside? Yes. Your monstrous gods, who bought their divinity with blood and the souls of their faithful. They tried to butcher every last one of us. They did in the end. But they didn't get exactly what they wished for. I made sure of that. But how did the maegfolc reach you in here? They didn't. Between the screams of my kin being slaughtered and the screeching of the maegfolc, I couldn't breathe. That's the screeching I heard in my dream, Envoy. I knew I recognized it when we killed that maegfolc. Once it was gone, there was nothing left. And perversely, I found the quiet worse. So I decided on another way. One that wouldn't give your gods the satisfaction. Poison? Well, at least you washed it down with some good wine.
Oh, oh, we didn't try to think the part after.
Oh, you're just a barrel of fun, aren't you? Yatsley, you know what you must do now. I abandoned my duty to protect our history, but you... Someone must tell the story of the Akita, and there is no one else. I'm already an expert. What more do you want me to do? Oh, think about it, Yatsley. You have been training to be the new protector of this collection since childhood. I couldn't ask for a better successor. But that was your duty. I have my own dreams. Yatsley, if you do not become the new librarian, there will be no other. The stories of the Akita will turn to dust, and my people, our people, will be forgotten. Just as the burned queen wanted all along, when she sent her maegfolc to choke the life from us. This is all too much. What do you think, Envoy? That apprenticeship is more than I could have ever asked for. I don't know. That's hard to ignore. A chosen of Sapadal, yet you do not stand with your people. How disappointing. Our time is at an end, Yatsley. It's time for me to go. Wait! I've not even asked you any questions! Tell me about your marriage rights. And oh, did you mean for all your buildings to look so phallic? Unfortunately,
Really?
my time is at an end. You must keep Yatsley alive. She is the last hope of the Akita. So this is goodbye. I wish we could have... No. I wish that all of you had a better ending. Choose well, Yatsley. And good luck. She's gone. Forgive me, Envoy, but we should get going. We can talk back in camp. Later.
Moving along then. Right. Right. Oh, fine. Okay. Malfunction. Here. Here. Oh, fine. First, next, cool. And so, oh, the whole thing. Praise God. Oh, luckily that didn't happen. Well,
I'll never understand the Akedan love for death traps.
I'm starting to think these people killed themselves off.
the share. Yeah. Alright. Oh. Ah. Oh. Ah. Oh. Okay. Good. Ah.
place seems less like a death trap. Maybe we could stop, catch our breath.
Yeah.
There's always a weird sort of quiet on the eve of battle. I'm feeling that now. Seems like a good time to gather our thoughts and share a drink before whatever's coming.
Right. This seems like a perfect place to stop and relax.
Though it's hard enough to tell what's real here without a belly full of drink.
Sounds like you're nervous, dearie.
I'm feeling all kinds of ways. Anxious, excited, scared, hungry.
I feel it as well. It is only mortal to feel overwhelmed in the presence of the immortal.
Oh, you don't have to worry about me. Getting to see that vision of Tama did me good. Like, I finally let go of something I'd been holding too long. Now that we're here, I'm eager to see this through. Nothing worse than holding your breath and waiting. Same. I'd rather have good company in a prison than paradise alone.
Had a feeling you might ask me that. I'm not sure I've really worked through what I've seen here, but I am grateful for the chance to see Yonko again. I feel like we're almost done with all of this, but we are in the weirdest place in the world, so who knows? I'm completely baffled, but when haven't I been lately? Being afraid doesn't even feel scary anymore.
I think so. The garden is so much more than I expected. Full of contradictions. Wild, yet serene. Truthfully, I didn't come all this way searching for my own answers. But I found them. Or perhaps they found me. And now, it's like there's a new path laid out before me. A life after the dream scourge. We're close to something. A threshold between calm and crisis. Conflict and peace. Life and death. So am I. None of us could have gotten this far on our own.
What about you?
Well, I won't lie to you, Envoy. A lot's happened. It's not every day that you learn that you're the last hope to carry on a legacy, but... well, here we are. Never literally talked to myself before either. I think I annoyed her. Me? Oh, I think I need another drink. But here we are. I just need a moment to take it all in. Thank you, dearie. And I wouldn't worry. We'll be...
You've listened to all of us. You've been shipwrecked and... you've had your soul poked, your loyalties questioned, and your sleep regularly interrupted by a god with no respect for privacy. And yet you've kept yourself and all of us together. How are you really doing?
You're very resilient. Under different circumstances, I would credit your nature as a godlike. But we all know better. You're strong enough to survive anything. Sapadal picked a good soul when they made you.
That actually made sense to me. As if I've learned something about souls and whatnot.
I'll take that as a compliment.
How about you, Envoy? What keeps you so stoic in the face of everything? Oh, your lecturer must have been furious. You're lucky to be alive.
When we first met, I didn't think you'd last long. But then I saw how you handled that dream thrall there. Shook off your own death like a bad cold. And then you hunted your own killer and put him down. It takes a hard head or a thick skull to face something that almost ended you once.
I didn't know much about you at that point. You were traveling with Kai and you died, which I thought made a lot of sense.
I remember your calm. How you listened to my shouting match with the governor and actually heard me. And when they burned my home, you gave me another one. A sanctuary where I could be myself. I'll never forget that.
You were my hero right away. You rescued me from those sporelings. You got my priceless vase. What more could a girl ask for?
And now look at you. Look at us. How far we've come in a short time.
Not all. Let's go around.
Quite a lot, as it turns out. But the journey is worth it.
Not to raise the sails before the anchor, but we left trouble in our wake. Fjord, Thirdborn, Solace. If we make it out of here, it won't be to a living lands suddenly at peace.
Just this once, could we forget about the rest of the living lands? Some of us could use a break.
If we can't take a moment to ourselves on a floating island outside reality, then I don't know where we can.
Right. We could all use...
Get some rest. That goes for everyone.
Oh, Well, it's worth a try. It's just... We already have a lot to take care of, don't we? We have a god and an empire both vying for our attention, and now I have this legacy forced on me. I was already unsure what to do, and now... But... It explains... I love the man, but... And trying to send a letter when we're on the... It's not an answer I would have expected. Well, honestly, no matter what... So am I. I think...
Congratulations.
No matter what, But this... What do you...
Good life.
I ask because... What do you...
Fine. Wizard. Go.
You're right. See. Finally picked... Oh.
He'll understand.
Well, much as I'm... And up...
He ain't give a shit anymore. Lying.
How did you end up in... Paradise?
I was drifting. Guess I needed a change of scenery.
No, I mean, why settle in Paradise? Why not someplace else?
It's been...
Yeah. I we what I cannot. Yeah, that's what happens to these for interpreting design for content. Yeah. I don't know, the whole thing of God.
Sapadal's prison, I think. What else could it be? Time to shut it down forever.
Let's look around. There's got to be a mechanism somewhere around here.
I think the big president.
Not bad for a scholar.
It is fine. Really? Steve.
And roll!
Oh,
Eon seek! And roll!
Enemy to the right.
Seek! Maegfolc and roll!
dead.
You've got better aim than a sharpshooter, Giada.
I'm rooting for the skeletons.
Oh, right. Poison. That's good. Ah, come on.
Never knew I wanted to see something so badly.
Alright. Damn it. No! Piss off. Okay. So funny instead of all this loot stuff I've already got. Oh, it's literally just taking good. Okay. That's pretty. That's loot. Again. Not fun to me. Just kind of disappointed. Probably the most annoying as how they crap. Getting tired. Oh.
Imprison a god.
Keep your guard up. We gotta live to tell this tale.
And run! 110!
Not looking so good.
Roll 10! Seek! Worth and roll! And roll! Seek!
If I keep hitting these grenades, might as well use them. And it looks like it's working.
Stay safe! And roll!
Oh. Ow, fucker.
And roll!
That's about
Seal mass meat. Stay safe! Make worth and roll! 110! Eon seek!
That's done? Who's hungry?
okay. Alright. So that was a pretty decent amount of damage. I was able to go like full form. Not that full, right? Yeah, that game.
You have come at last, after so long. You are so small. Then steps.
But
They choked our life. We felt, oh, but the other god. But you are here now. There is a strangler is close. She bathes. Her wolves defile the city on the shore. We blink. The people's cries. She pierces a spark. You can reach her. A wellspring of power. We were everything. We could run. We mourn our past. We only seek peace now. A chance to regrow. Wait, you met death, and you sought vengeance. We thought that was... Give us peace. We want a chance to change. We deserve that opportunity. Or do you have no more mercy for us than you did for the bear? Yes. We asked what you would do with an animal that sickened after a fight. Do you remember what you said?
It's a bit of a false dichotomy. Are you saying you're a sick animal that has to change?
We would offer a beast. But... and you... Clear the fog. We were so blind. We feel... we will... we...
Alright. Cool. California? I assume we're gonna have a final boss battle. Or maybe not. Okay, that was really like that. Probably a few orders. Wait, so portals are not complicated. Just step.
Andra's depths. Are we back in Dawnshore?
This is Sapadal's doing. What happened to the living
Looks like the war,
Marius,
based on their growth and...
For once, who knows if the garden effect...
It's like how a body fights in it.
Look at this place. Those are more your people's ships.
even Raingrim is here.
I think I...
The Blessed Wardens are here too. That conflict we've been trying so hard to prevent start.
If he didn't.
The Steel Growth have been itching for a fight.
Before we go,
I'm not sure.
it's a relief that the time...
After all this...
We've cured the...
Or never mind. No one will care.
You've saved the soul of the living man. We should take a look.
People seem to be.
Sansa, how did you make it out here? They marched in with no warning. Envoy, what?
What a ridiculous turn.
What's the point of They broke some glass. They didn't think.
Right now?
If you're looking,
How many?
I'm not sure. You?
We should move.
Envoy, wait! I took some stuff.
Yeah. Yay, I can finally offload all this fucking money.
Snow? Why is there snow here?
That's gotta be Ringgrim's work. I heard she made it snow in Shatterscar.
A familiar. We meet again. Paradise burns.
That's unfortunate.
It wouldn't be the first time she's come back.
It's remarkable how hard. Still, I do think the work. Hey, perhaps. Mostly, I'm. Ah, that. I am interested in seeing.
This lucky old certain motherfucker.
I prefer ice. Goodbye. And Yardsley. Yeah.
Huh. Good. Well,
Across the living lands. Oh, I don't know if. Thank you. Paradise burns from the torch. Yes,
What's the plan?
we will find whatever the outcome. If Edir and his steel, future generations will only ever know us as an appendage of the Empire. I hope it doesn't come to that. That's
Sure.
do the.
yeah, I'm with you either.
Is that you? Envoy,
It's great to see you.
you just appeared.
The That's not.
Right. Forgive me.
Of course.
I'm for us. I'd just like for us to live. It's going to be.
When we strike as Harbrunner, we strike as one.
I don't want to go to Yezwa.
Oh,
Sure will miss that oasis though.
alright. I'm free. Racking money. Oh.
There you are. Right. Just, I guess it helps we have a god. This is just cleanup. Someone once told me that war is... Anyway,
Have a really good one about the founding themselves.
I promise. Talk to you later, Envoy.
So, Try praying instead of just metaphysically, the battle is already, but I intend to anyway. I think that's it. Besides, don't if I must.
Sure, I have to do it. Oh. Awesome, right? Okay. Great. Outside. Great.
We should take a You liberated the. That's quite. I admire. If not for you, which means you. They're probably Sapadal's imprisonment. We cannot.
Oh, wait.
For better, maybe you'll find some. I hope you don't mind. We're not finished. I want you to know until. Not before I've done some reading.
Envoy? Oh, cost you told.
When you didn't come.
What did you see?
The origin of the dreams?
Everyone, please. It's been...
Got it.
Sapadal was
But the plague isn't over.
There won't be any new Unfortunately, there's little This will be a process.
What of this? Ludwig had intimated.
Giada and I have some...
I'd say we're...
If the Andra here is a closed system, like a terrarium for our soul.
Much like the formation...
Vodka, no doubt.
I assume it is... They erupted from the earth.
Nakutedek was...
We saw similar destruction.
And the gods thought it best.
Altruism is...
It was Adir's arrival that disturbed.
Sapadal's power
Nandru never spoke of Sapadal.
Well, but come, we have more... Inquisitor Ludwine has already...
You did. I kicked her corpse when you weren't looking.
I like
Just to
Ari's
be sure.
aesthetic.
Well, she's seen better days.
Ludwine's plowed through them.
All right. Regrettably, so long as her...
Then we destroyed her. I have a theory about this.
Oh.
It is not... Well, you might not believe. It was
I didn't hear.
She and her steel garrote laid...
We've had no news. From what we can observe, so...
Is there not...
given the state of our supply, we expect the people trapped in...
We brought as many hail and able, but after the dreams, we could.
The wardens largely survived. My men are salvaging. They will march to Paradise.
The lawful settlement of a new Adiran colony, or the established. She could win with a godlike in her ranks. I suspect that's rather the point. If they don't remember, she has... And neither the steel garrote nor the queen that was look kindly upon oathbreakers.
Because of victory here? The better quest...
Excuse me? She's a 7-foot-tall skeleton powered by her devotion to the goddess of...
Sure.
Who else should I blame exactly? Our envoy...
You could start... Why are you treating him with kid...
Enough.
The Inquisitor was so convinced that one people... That's what Ludwig... Adir doesn't revere Wodica as fervently as... Many no longer trust that the gods are lit. The Empire lost its foot. The well-bred avoid child-rearing in pursuit of cosmopolitan pleasure. In a world of soul against soul. I'm afraid you and I both know she is not... Even the Emperor can... Why else? Ludwine agrees. Our success...
You can say what...
You think I'll ignore what I...
Careful, envoy. The Inquisitor answered an attacking Paradise. I've answered your questions. Ludwine has sent a message to the Emperor informing him of what will his representatives find when they arrive? A new colony? A budding grave room? Before you face Ludwine, but whatever you decide, understand. Well? A fight.
The war.
To brisk trade.
A grave room, then, if we must.
I do not trust your empire.
We can worry about the future.
Right.
Good. We'll have...
I will do my level best. That leaves the matter of You must kill...
Whatever happens to the living...
She better...
I'm proud. Let's get to... The Paradise Militia will be at your back.
Thank you for this.
Good.
We will send... May all...
Let's take back...
Time to...
Shooting.
Maegfolc and rope! Roll 10! Maegfolc and rope! Roll 10!
That one hurt. Oh.
Keep moving.
Great.
Roll 10!
What? Oh, this is shit coming back to life. Oh, dead.
Go ahead. I'll hang back and watch the gate.
Another win, but who's counting?
What are you doing here? I thought you left. About time. I saw a few. I imagine they've been. Listen, one of the growth units is. Take this key. It'll. You shouldn't. I wish someone had. Well.
Right behind you.
Keep quiet.
We should go now, while the fighting's died down.
Can you not hear the screaming outside?
She's right. We can't go now. Then when? Should we wait till the growth set this bar alight?
They have thaumaturges out there. You saw them.
And soon there'll be thaumaturges in here.
What if you stay there? Just until we've cleared a path.
They will run you through before you get 10 steps out the door.
We should be helping Cad. It was so
Armies, take care of yourself out there.
Roll 10!
Yep, dive. They've been doing that much stuff.
Envoy over here. What is...
Livia?
You nearly died in my clinic. What have you got to...
I liberated and imprisoned God to take care of myself.
That's the worst excuse I've ever heard, and believe me, I've heard it all. Kai, it's...
Come on.
I knew you were... We're patching up folks' Yeah, I can't say I approve of... Wait a second.
Surviving. Do you need any?
Once this is over, I...
Thank you, but can you manage?
Are you kidding? Besides, I've got Chico, Godspeed.
Come on. You know this. You practiced with Uncle Capo 100... Tight? Not too tight. You don't want to cut off the blood flow. Godlike! Liviana believes in me. I can't afford to let her down.
Alright. Is this true? Oh.
Worth and rock! That'll teach you!
Ah. Well, I feel sheepish. But I remember doing. Keeps happening. You keep past it, you don't let it open. To be fair, that door did not like now. Like game. To be fair, it's probably act.
Seal mes nitro. And rot. Seek. Eon seek. Eon seek.
Hello, Envoy. I can take care of the plaza.
second.
Boudica demands your submission. Stand against her and fall.
That's Ludwig ahead. Lead on. I'm with you to the end.
Alright. Big bad.
There you are. So, did you come all this way? You'll get.
Then what do you...
Look around, envoy. He failed.
Her order.
That's
Heelguard is a fool if he thinks half. As for you, Sapadal's chain. I don't know how deep. Then do not patron. Steal your.
We would not welcome her death. There is still ample shade for her beneath our tree.
All this time. Fair.
There's no
Let's fi...
Once. Your god of flame.
We are every seed in the soil. We will always grow.
Nope.
Maegfolc and rock! He'll mess meat.
Whoa! Queen among queens! Send me your aid!
really.
The mighty Inquisitor sounds worried.
And rock!
That's These are your damage.
Maegfolc and rock!
Where is he do that?
Roll 10! Maegfolc and rock!
One for you!
Maegfolc and rock!
Again! Boudica! Help me! One last time!
Came on again!
Oh, okay. That's
Roll 10!
got
Maegfolc and rock! Neon seek!
Back finally. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Well,
Wherever Ludwine is now, she must be seething.
Of course, we'd be happy to kill her again, if needed.
She's done for, but we're not. Whatever's next, we'll face it. Together.
Gods, you're all gonna make me sick. But carry on.
Unraveled at last. We no longer feel her wire against our flesh. We are free always. We are free forever.
Silence falls over Paradis, as though the city is holding its breath. Then you hear it, the ringing of a distant bell, the waving of banners, and cheers of victory. After a short and bloody conflict, the dust has finally begun to settle. You feel Sapadal close to your thoughts, stirring with interest. The god of the living lands is observing this moment, unfettered by confusion or fear. For the first time in centuries, they understand. The Paradis militia rallies to you, the outsider who defended them in their hour of need. Whatever happens next, you have won their confidence. You take a moment to reflect on the calm. Not so long ago, you arrived at these shores on a simple errand, which turned out to be anything but simple. The Dream Scourge is over, and the island has been cleansed of plague. A time of healing and mourning follows. People look to you for answers about the source of the affliction. You tell them the truth, how the plague came from a power beyond mortal understanding, and how it is finally at peace. With your guidance, the Living Lands becomes a vassal of the Adiran Empire. In exchange for their taxes and soldiers, the free settlements are protected from future attacks. The fight for survival is over. The rebels of Paradis are not so fortunate. Over the years, more of their hidden sanctuaries are rooted out by the Emperor's soldiers, until they have nowhere left to run. They flee, or perish. The refugees of Emerald Stair resettle in Thirdborn, bringing their skills and research to aid the local community. What starts as an uneasy partnership blossoms into a bond of trust. Through shared adversity, they find common ground. The ashes of Fior Messiverno continue to smolder. Scavengers avoid the ruins, fearful of spirits unleashed by animancy gone awry. The once promising city is nothing but a cautionary tale. Though Adir has promised that the Living Lands will retain their autonomy, not everyone in Shatterscarp trusts the Empire. But many Adiran ships sail into the Grave Room's ports, bearing fine linens and aged wines. These ease the painful memory of the day Reengrim culled their people. There is rubble where Solace once stood, and the Pargrunen must now confront the consequences of their isolationism. Though the rest of the Living Lands do not ostracize the dwarves, Kostia discovers that they have few friends among the kith they once shunned. And during the negotiations with Adir, the Empire asks far more of the Grave Room than Kostia expects. The Empire knows when it has a people cornered. For the first time in many years, Kai feels an agreeable restlessness. Not to flee, not to drift, but to venture. He visits the distant shores Tama told him about, and savors the modern marvels ancient wonders, and breathtaking expanses he beholds. His heart swells, not with grief, but with awe. There is so much to discover, and he will spend his years chasing all of the joy and beauty the world has to offer him. With many of his anxieties and lifelong fears addressed, Marius now feels very differently than he did when he first met the envoy. Still far more comfortable in the wilds than among people, he nonetheless finds that his worries about the unknown were merely self-protection against the traumas of his childhood. Armed with this knowledge, he finds himself more capable of living in civilization, and far less fearful of his home in Galawain's tusks. With Solace gone, however, Marius never has a chance to reconcile with his people. Outside of a few travelers here and there, his connection with the Wardens is completely lost. Giada continues to improve as an animancer. She dedicates her work to the spiritual health of the living lands, nurturing instead of exploiting. Others follow her example, seeking her tutelage from lands far and wide. In the years to come, rumors spread of a secret society gathering in the wilderness, where animancers work in harmony with nature. The dream of Fior Mes Iverno lives on in her. Unable to pass up the opportunity, Yatsley takes her place beside Reengrim. Under the tutelage of the Archmage of Terror, Yatsley sees her own power grow beyond her wildest expectations. But freed from torment for the first time in centuries, Sapadal turns their prodigious curiosity to the people that shaped them. They observe the ways their people live, and they think deeply about what they see. Though they flinch away from moments of violence, and they grieve souls returned to them too soon, the rage that once shook cities to rubble no longer rules them. Instead, they come to you with questions. They want to understand. After a time, they begin, tentatively, to garden. Where they can, they improve the lives of Kith, and the suffering that troubled them is reduced, if never fully eradicated. Their grief compels them to love, and they love unreservedly, with the power of a god. Sapadal pours a fragment of their power into the statue they claimed from the temple of Aethys. Newly embodied, they roam the living lands and learn to experience the world as Kith do. Their first attempts at locomotion are clumsy, and a stand of innocent trees is violently returned to the wheel. But as their confidence grows, so does their grace. Soon, they are bounding across the plains of eastern Dawnshore, leaping the river gorge in Emerald Stair, scaling the shark's teeth of Shatterscarp, and fearlessly wading into the Tusk's acid sea. When they break, they come to you to put them back together, and in time, they learn to fix themselves. They wander far afield. The sounds of celebration pull you out of reverie. Many are waiting to greet you with open arms. You take a moment to catch your breath and savor it, because everything is about to change.
Okay. So my thoughts on Avowed overall. It's all right. I actually would probably put this at like a off-the-cuff number 8 out of 10. For all I'm griping a lot about some stuff, I remember I seen the gameplay comparison between Avowed and Obsidian. It's like, okay, but I wasn't actually expecting the thing is like you get Bethesda and then you got Obsidian. That's it for the game. But anyway, Bethesda and Obsidian. And the clearest dichotomy of these companies at their best is Fallout 3 versus Fallout New Vegas. But that's when they were working on the same basic, like, because Fallout New Vegas was basically built on a lot of the assets of Fallout 3 about the systems. But we were subcontracting whatever. I don't know. I remember that I read there was something about how they were denied a bonus because they were 1 point off Metacritic score or something. That's back. Anyway, so the big comparison is that this is supposed to be the Obsidian version of Skyrim, right? I can sort of see some of that. The thing is, like, what I remember, I never finished the Skyrim main quest line. I did most of it up to the point where you're supposed to go into like the Nordic afterlife, whatever, fight the dragon, to kill Alvin. But I was never really. I think I've like gotten editions of Skyrim. Anyway, so as far as the gameplay systems, in some respects, the Bethesda model in Oblivion and Skyrim is like better on terms of interactions and RPG ability. But for story purposes, I like Avowed a lot better than I did Oblivion or Skyrim. Like, just it might be something in the way that the story is presented. But I feel like for all I'm saying that I'm tired of it. There is something that if I wanted to, I could. I do have another. I have another character. Yeah, some fun. Hey, welcome back, Ray. We just finished up with the cinematic for about. I had a whole lot of controversy from the art director on Twitter and going on about it. Like, that's always dumb. I don't care who you are, what your politics are. You don't promote a game by going on Twitter or Blue Sky or YouTube and throwing political shit out and saying you hate someone or whatever. That's not how you should do things. But the force of that about is, like I said, like 7.5, 8 out of 10. Gameplay is not as free and like the Skyrim and Oblivion, I guess more technically, were sort of more like they had their stories, but the draw was more of it was a world you could lose yourself in. There was a whole big final boss battle with the Imprisoned Ludwig and Steel Garrote. I went on the side of getting the Living Land set up as a Greyfoot, which is just basically like a vassal state of the Aegir Empire. There's some critiques I have about story. Like, if they really wanted to, it doesn't make sense for the adherent envoy of the Emperor to not have like predilections. Yes, what, it doesn't make sense for the adherent envoy to not be predisposed to outcomes and goals that are for adhere. If you choose to play about it, and you take your envoy in the direction where the Living Lands is not set up to be like either a direct colony or a vassal or something of the adhere, then the only way that logically that can make sense is that being the godlike of Sapadal has driven you far away from the goals and the goals, the views that you had as the direct hand of the Emperor. However, you set up your backstory without your own. I guess that can make sense, but if you're already setting up a character who's not like a blank slate rando from a village who got burned in standard Neverwinter, crap, Neverwinter. Nice, that's another game that's two, I think, was the expansions. Yeah, that's a fun. Anyway, so if you're setting up like this kind of backstory with the character, it doesn't really like. I don't know. I just feel feel like this, they didn't really do a proper job of setting up a decent character backstory that would explain the breadth of options you could take in the story. But I do like the sense that you could have that there's not just like just two branches, there's like offshoots of each branch. That's pretty like good narrative. Honestly, I do hope that Obsidian gets what they wanted out of Avowed. It's like annoying all the political bullcrap surrounding it. It was a good enough game. I give it, like I said, third time going, third time I'm saying this, third time charm, 8 out of 10 ish. That said, I'm probably not going to come back to it because I finished the story, and I would be interested in other permutations. I feel like a Steel Garrote back playthrough would be interesting. Maybe like a more meathead one with that you can't really do decent shooting and aiming with controllers always playing. So we could do third person action and just do the meathead Steel Garrote burn everything around kind of playthrough. But anyway, that's gonna be it for me today. We're a little short, but honestly, I figured we'd be a little short because I started late and I did start right at the end. So thanks for Mariah Machida. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know how to. X is a weird letter. Thanks for the call. Thanks for coming back. And thanks to anyone who's been watching or who may watch this later, especially when it's on YouTube. I've been Kane Tech, and this has been the last stream of the Vow. Next game, I think, is either Adamfall or South of Midnight. Or hey, who knows? Maybe I'll go back to Shadow of the Earth. Yep, that's what I'll do. I'll do next stream Thursday, I think. Shadow of the Earth. We'll see how that goes. I was supposed to get a new stream schedule set up, but unfortunately, my laziness. Yeah, Ryan. Sure, I'll get that. Alright. Next Thursday, next stream, Shadow, Thursday, and next week I'll get a new stream schedule going on Twitter. Thanks for watching. Thanks for follow. I will see you guys